Well, you wouldn't argue with that, would you? She actually just missed out on the medal at the Olympic Games in 4th place. Samoa's Rugby Sevens team, World Series champions, and will be looking to do very well.
We're standing by to welcome Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome to our next guests, Scotland.
Well, Scotland had a stupendous Commonwealth Games in Melbourne in 2006, really exceeded all expectations, and they'll be hoping to continue that on. Ross Edgar, of course, one of Great Britain's top cyclists, will be hoping that he can win gold for Scotland in track cycling, silver medalist at the Olympics, and they've got so many medal hopes. They did particularly well in swimming last time round. That's the Scottish Sports Minister in the middle of the picture there, waving the flag. And on the track as well, they could well pick up 1 or 2. Lee McConnell going in the 400 metres. Hayley Child in 400 hurdles. And of course the great Willie Wood. Let's not forget Willie Wood in the bowls. 72 years of age. Go on, Willie.
So the Scots are safely into the stadium. Very big Commonwealth Games for them, looking ahead to 2014 when they will host. Seychelles. Steve Malcouzan, the badminton player, is their flag carrier. First competed in the Commonwealth Games in 1990.
And now,
they've taken 5 medals so far. We mentioned Rwanda and the dreadful civil war which they had to go through in the 90s. Well, Sierra Leone also suffered its own atrocities. Very good to see the team here. Athlete Michaela Carbo is leading the team there.
Just 19 years of age, will be running in the 100 metres. What a proud moment for her.
हमारे अगले मेहमान देश सिंगापुर का स्वागत करें.
Here we have Singapore. This is a nation that first joined Malaysia back in 1963, but then withdrew 2 years later to become independent. Of course, it's a high-tech island, and the flag bearer is Feng Tian Wei, who's a table tennis player. And she's also a Singapore Sportswoman of the Year, so I'm guessing they've won more than 75% of total medals at the last 2 games. That's amazing, Steve.
Yeah, she was born in China, but I was actually in Singapore. I went popped down there between the Olympics and the Paralympics, and I was there when they returned back to the airport. It was absolutely incredible. What a reception they received.
The Solomon Islands, being led by a tennis player, Michael Patrick Leong. They've never won a medal yet. And now we have mighty South Africa.
Well, the South African team maybe not quite as big as we might have expected, around 150 competitors or so. And certainly some of their track and field athletes not here. Cameron Vanderberg, who will be swimming, starting, of course, tomorrow. He's carrying the flag, but their big star in the pool, of course, is Roland Schumann. Watch out for him. And the 50-metre freestyle, hoping to make it 3 in a row. Well, as the South Africans go through, I think Sonali has got a couple of members of the Jersey shooting team with her.
We've got 2 of Jersey's shooters here, Daniel Richardson and Bruce Hallward. How are you enjoying the show so far?
It's fantastic at the moment, just awesome.
What's it like coming out for Jersey to Delhi 2010?
It's been absolutely fantastic, to be honest. All the stuff that was in the press beforehand has turned out to be, well, not really. We're all having an absolutely fantastic time. And this is just, you know, beyond our wildest dreams, really. It's absolutely brilliant.
You're looking forward to competing out here, presumably?
Can't wait. We've been waiting for a while, looking forward to it, and can't wait for competition day next week.
How much of the home nation's athletes have been mingling in the athletes' village, or is there a bit of rivalry between you all?
Well, shooting's quite a small sport, so the shooters tend to know each other anyway. So we have, to that extent, been mingling a little bit with each other, and with Guernsey, a nation also in the Channel Islands that we know well and have a kind of interesting rivalry with. As for some of the bigger nations, obviously everybody's taking everything quite seriously, and so mingling hasn't really started outside of individual sports yet, really.
Up till tonight, there's really been quite a tense atmosphere against some of the athletes. They're really getting quite psyched up for the events. You can see some of them just letting their shoulders go tonight, enjoying themselves a bit. You know, there's a bit of inter-island rivalry as well between Jersey and Guernsey.
I would expect nothing less. Good luck for the shooting event, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome.
We've already welcomed Sri Lanka and St. Helena.
Just mention, Hugh, that Sri Lanka has actually officially bid for the 2018 Commonwealth Games for their port city of Hambantota. So I'm sure they'll be having a look around to see what preparations have been made here in case they win.
St. Kitts and Nevis, flag bearer Tanika Liebert, one of the athletes, long jumper, 7 athletes in the team. Sprinter Kim Collins won their only medal back in 2002.
He did a great couple of years. He'd actually announced him to the world of 100-meter running. The following year, he went on to win the world title in Paris. And that's what the Commonwealth Games can offer you as an athlete, that big step up. There's another athlete, Laverne Spencer, ranked #1 in the world. Oh, sorry, ranked #1 in the Commonwealth, of course, coming into these games in the high jump. 198 this year, and well, she could take a gold medal for them.
James Bentig, a squash player, leading the way for St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the Windward Islands.
स्टेडियम आप स्वागत कीजिए स्वाजीलैंड का।
It's the turn of Swaziland to come and join the show and the ceremony. Another landlocked country in southern Africa, between South Africa and Mozambique. One of the world's last remaining absolute monarchies, as it happens.
And another athlete carrying the flag, Sipasili Mdaluli, who could well be running the marathon. I think he hasn't actually run one yet. He's run a good half marathon, and he's run a couple of 5s and 10s on the track, where I'm expecting to see him in the marathon. Well, Tanzania coming in next. And they've got a great tradition in these games. Carrying the flag for them will be Samson Ramadani, who won the marathon at the last games in Melbourne. Of course, fans of the Commonwealth Games might remember the great Filbert Bayi, who broke the world record in the Commonwealth Games 1500-meter final back in 1974. And as we see the Tanzanian team go through, I think Sonali is another guest with her. We mentioned him earlier on. He's the younger brother of Amir Khan. He'll be fighting in the boxing.
I'm joined now by Haroon Khan, Amir Khan's brother, who is playing for Pakistan in the Commonwealth. How are you enjoying the ceremony so far?
You know, it's a great experience. Look, the turnout says it all. It's my first major tournament, and it's good to be here. The atmosphere is great. I'm just looking forward to getting the ring now.
What made you want to play for Pakistan?
Well, I would have looked to fight for England as well, but I'm dual nationality. My parents are born in Pakistan, so we've had one person in the family that's fought for England. And look where he is, and it'll be good to just make my mum and dad proud to make another member of the family to fight for their own country, Pakistan. So I'm hoping to make them proud as well.
Your team got a massive welcome when they came into the stadium. Were you expecting that here in Delhi?
Well, I was a bit, yeah, because it's right next door to India. The way they treat us with respect, I can't explain that much more. We've had a good turnout, they welcomed us well, and can't thank them more than that.
Is Amir out here with you, or is he watching from home?
Well, he's in America at the moment. He's training for his next fight in December 11th. He would have loved to be here, and I'm sure that I be speaking to him every day as well, and he's always telling me like, chill, don't let the nerves get to you, and I'm chilled out. I've got a great team behind me. I'm getting along with the Pakistan team great, so it's good, but it would have been good to see Ami here as well.
And I hear you then want to go pro as well?
Hopefully one day, yeah, but first of all, I've got to go through the Commonwealth Games, hopefully get a good result and see what happens after this.
Well, it's a brilliant experience to be here. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks, Arun. Thank you.
We've been joined by the Gambia and by Tonga. Now Trinidad and Tobago. Cleopatra Borrell-Brown, who won bronze in the shot put in 2006.
And it's her birthday today, Hugh. What a day for her.
Well, it's one heck of a day for her, to be fair. Leading the way for the national team at these Commonwealth Games.
Please welcome our next guest, Turks and the Caicos Islands.
Now, I have a soft spot for the Turks and Caicos Islands, Hugh. My first Commonwealth Games as a 17-year-old in Edmonton in 1978. My coach, Jimmy, flew out, and he ended up getting accredited as the head coach for the Turks and Caicos Islands because one of the officials there knew him well from back home in Jarrow. And Jimmy, well, he was treated like a king, he was, and he had a great time. And so I've always watched for the Turks and Caicos Islands. On that occasion, I think they had about 3 or 4 weightlifters who all played in a steel band. I'm sure they were only selected because they were all members of the steel band, not because of their weightlifting ability, but they were great fun.
So Turks and Caicos Islands with a vote of confidence from Steve. Not long to go before the last of the home nations. Wales joins us here in the stadium. Tuvalu, led by Lapua Tuo, who's a weightlifter. These are the low-lying Ellis Islands.
I love the story about Tuvalu, that they've sold their domain name .tv for $50 million, which some of which has gone into sport in the country, which is great.
And they might get it back in 12 years, so it's a lease of probably a very wise deal. Uganda are with us. The East African country, of course. Ganzi Semu Mugla, who's a swimmer, leading a very talented contingent from Uganda.
I'm joined now by John Doig, chef de mission for Scotland. What's it like being in this stadium?
It's an amazing experience coming in here. What amazing spectacle, everybody watching, not only the stadium, the feeling for the athletes coming in here and hearing their name called out and seeing the Saltire going in front of us. You know, it's something they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Does it seem like the drama of the athletes' village has been forgotten now?
Yeah, and it's all about this. It's all about the sport over the next 10 days, and we're sure there's going to be some fantastic memories from here, but also those performances you're going to see tomorrow, the next day, and the day after.
Have the home nation teams all been mingling in the athletes' village, or is there a bit of a rivalry going on?
There's a bit of friendly rivalry. These are the friendly games, and we have been mixing. Everybody knows each other, but once we start tomorrow and get in that pool on the track and on the hockey field, it's all going to be whoever wins.
Well, good luck. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
I think I'm allowed to say, Steve, that there was a gigantic cheer in the stadium when Wales came in. David Davis, the swimmer, led them in. I was leading the cheering, by the way.
Well, there was a cheer in the commentary box. I was trying to listen if it was in the rest of the stadium. I think you're right, though. I think you're right.
I can say that Chris Jenkins, who's the chef de mission of the Welsh team, has been in the BBC office quite a few times during the preparations. At one time I did tell him maybe he should set up an office with us.
I've got to say, Hugh, that they're looking sartorially elegant, looking very, very nice indeed, very smart.
And